Good afternoon, YouTubers. It is Monday, July 14th. I got a little quick garden update for you. First off, these are our big, beautiful cucumbers. We've been having a whole bunch of them. We've been picking at least one every couple of days. They are lots of cucumbers hidden all through in here at all stages of development. I've actually not been... I've got a couple birds in the garden right now, so I'm sorry for the noise. But I have not been pruning back the cucumbers at all. I've just been forcing them to go back into the trellis and up. And so we have just a cucumber haven here with tons and tons of cucumbers. I can't count how many we've harvested already, but we're already starting to give them away to some of our neighbors. And they have very much been appreciating that. I took off the big ones just a little bit ago, and we've already got more getting ready to step into their place. It's amazing how the day after a big rain, you get some huge cucumbers. They just like pop out of nowhere. Here's some more babies. I don't know where else there are anymore. But that's the story on the cucumbers. On the tomato front, we have been harvesting a whole bunch of tomatoes. They have been delicious. And our cherry tomatoes are all starting to turn. As you can see, they're getting that nice little shade of color. And I'm pretty sure that soon they're going to be going. I've been cooking a bunch of these Sheboygan tomatoes up. They have been terrific. None of the Brandywines are starting to turn yet, but hopefully soon. They're getting to a pretty good size now. We are on our second harvest of these dragon tongue bush beans. They are going like gangbusters. This is one that's still on there. I just picked these over. We're actually going to eat them tonight for dinner. And so I don't have a ton of great ones that I can show you because we've been eating them. But they look like this. Here's one. That's not a real pretty one. Some of them get really nice and pretty and all purple like this one. But they're delicious. Certainly going to be planting them next year. And they're pretty prolific. I mean, I picked the whole bed clean just a couple days ago, and I have like more than enough for dinner tonight already. The watermelon is about halfway up the trellis now. So far only male flowers, but we've been having them going like crazy, and hopefully they will start producing some female flowers soon. And the beets I thinned out just the other day. Those are all nicely thinned out. And the turnips I also thinned out. We've got a little bit of carrots starting to come up. Never really happy with how my carrots germinate, but who knows, maybe this will be the time that we get a little bit better germination here from the carrots. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but of all the carrots planted, that's a pretty weak germination rate, so we'll see. The beets are looking pretty nice. I think some of these will pull out soon and start eating again. I need to designate more room for root crops next year, especially beets, because I like beets. These are the pole beans that kind of got shaded out, but believe it or not, they actually have been produced in beans. We've been eating them along with the dragon tongue bush beans, and it's been really tasty. I guess the last thing I'll show you here is this. I've been picking these sweet pea currant cherry tomatoes all the time. We're getting a bunch of them that are starting to be ripe, and they are absolutely delicious. And this thing is just loaded with them. I'm ecstatic for when these all start ripening, because they are really, really tasty. I thoroughly recommend this to somebody to grow, but only plant one or two of them and let it go everywhere, because it just becomes madly growing, as you can see. Maybe I'll show you a couple of the peppers that I picked. We already have a bunch of them cut up that we're having for dinner, but they're starting to be good. Oh, the one final thing that is actually kind of exciting, I didn't know if it was going to happen, is we're starting to have onions that look like onions. So that's kind of exciting. You know, they're actually growing. I didn't really have a lot of faith that they were going to grow, to be honest. But they're doing it. So we'll see. And let me take you inside, and I'll show you a couple of the things that we've harvested, and then we'll wrap it up. You guys have an excellent week. So here's the last thing I want to show you. We've pulled a whole bunch of peppers like this out of the garden. They are really nice little green peppers. This is the first cute little red pepper. Believe it, when they say mini red bell pepper, they really mean mini. We've gotten a whole bunch of these jalapenos, a bunch of these serranos, and then finally these are those dragon tongue bush beans that we've been eating. It's been really fun harvesting and then eating. Hope you guys have an excellent day. Take care.